Oh, we live. We are live. We are live. Before we start, because we got to let the crowd build up, and also, Reese, you can read the comments too. The comments will be on the screen. They should be on the side. Are you on your phone or are you on your computer?
My MacBook. Oh, I
Okay,
see
so
it.
you
Okay.
can you can automatically see it. Dang, got a little frog in my throat. First thing I want to say is shout out to both them parties yesterday. Boy,
Yes.
I had a ball, man. Shout out to Big. Congratulations to him. You know what I'm saying? That was really dope, to see something like that, to see our black men out here succeeding and how well people spoke on him. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know you really doing your thing. By the way that people speak about you in your
Man,
face and behind your back.
he's a good. Big is a good dude, man. Good dude.
Yeah.
Ever since I met Big, it's always been love, man. So I wish nothing but the best for Big.
Yeah. He did it big yesterday. Oh, he did it big. We had the time. It's videos out everywhere where we
Y'all said
twerk.
y'all had a time, huh?
Yeah, we had a time yesterday, and shout out to the food. Shout out to everybody's food. Matter of fact, yesterday, that was that was one of my favorite parts. Shout out to the lady I didn't even know who was leaving at 937. The bartender, what was her name? Miss Angie, I think. Shout out to whoever cooked that food for her. Oh my god, them chicken wings, that pasta salad, everything was jumping, bro. Everybody need to have a going away party and invite me.
Can I say something too? I
Yeah.
I just want to, before we get into all the formalities and everything, I just want to let y'all know how proud I am of y'all.
But don't you?
Listen,
Aw.
and this is like, I'm as sincere as I possibly can be. I've been knowing, like she said, we've been knowing each other since for real over a decade at least. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So, and to know where we came from to where we are and where we're going, because the manifestation is real.
definitely is.
The universe is opening up, uh, and like all our dreams are dancing on our way to us. You know what I'm saying? So, I just to see, uh, nothing makes me happier than seeing people I know or just people period flourish in the things that they want to flourish in. So to see it
Right.
and to see you keep speaking positivity about yourself, your team, your family, and just everything surrounding what y'all got going on, y'all got a constant supporter of me. You know what I'm saying? And this is not just because I'm up here, but just I watch and try to share everything, man. So it's love, and
Appreciate
like I
that.
said, just
Appreciate that. Thank
want to let y'all
you.
know I'm proud of y'all.
That's
Thank
all love.
you.
Almost start crying, bro. Stuff like that.
Yeah,
But that's what people need. Just those words. People think support. You got to go out here and spend millions of dollars and do this.
yeah,
It's
nah,
not the material. It's the words, man. It's when
yeah,
people express to you how they are proud of you and they see what you're doing. That really means a lot. You know what I'm saying? To keep
like
Right.
going.
we come from them Walmart back rooms. You know what I'm saying?
You hear me? Right.
Like them Walmart back rooms. Like
Dig, I was 18.
yeah,
That was
exactly.
forever ago.
Forever ago.
Right.
That you see what I mean? Like so, from those days to like just even bumping into each other. And next thing you know, we kicking it at the whole party. Like for the rest of the party. Like it's the
Yeah.
love has always been there, and the positivity has always been there, man. And like I tell you, you guys have built something. Just continue to keep building. You know, don't let nothing foolish come in between what y'all got going on. You know, Rick Ross got one of my favorite Rick Ross lines. He says is instead of beefing with your dog, just give him some distance. You know what I'm saying? And then you come back and you have those conversations, the tough conversations, because you don't want to have those tough conversations when you're angry, because there will be tough conversations being part of a team.
Yeah.
Especially when they get to throwing them millions and cajillion dollars at y'all.
Whew, when they start
Honey,
doing that, it's just me, myself. Now I'm just playing.
That's
Beyonce, ain't nobody
crazy.
coming to
listen,
see you, Otis.
we were just talking about the five heartbeats. She tried to go Flash on y'all. Remember when Flash
That's
told them
crazy,
she
though.
he told them he was leaving at the Grammys.
At
Like,
I
the
know where he
Grammy.
sleep at night. I will find
mm,
you.
I'm
the
just playing.
audacity.
That would be messed up. Now I'm definitely not gonna Beyonce, y'all. I'm definitely not gonna lead a singing group. I'm happy this ain't no singing group because I
She
I
told
would have
Beyonce told Shorty, "Oh yeah, we'll send your luggage.
right
Your luggage will meet you there."
right.
Oh man,
See, I'm not gonna Michelle y'all. I promise. Oh, it's
dude.
cool, bro. I'm not gonna do that to y'all. But we gotta get into you, man. For those who don't know you, man, can you tell us about where you from and some of your upbringing?
All right, so for those who don't know me, I go by Young Reese, dude. A lot of people know me as Reese. Born Dayton, Ohio. Rep Dayton, Ohio. Love Dayton, Ohio. Um, Humble beginnings, like most of us. Grew up in the projects, west side of Dayton, and that's where I met a lot of my friends kicking up dust, and that's where I also fell in love with music. You know what I'm saying? Just being around a lot of the older guys. But I try to take Dayton with me because Dayton is
Yes.
um, a hardworking city. It is a as crazy as a lot of people don't understand, but Dayton is a very family oriented city. When you grow up in the hood and people think that it's literally the most dangerous place in the world, but I bet if somebody from that ain't from that neighborhood come over here start trying to start trouble, that hood unites to make sure that
Hey,
they don't bring that mess over there. So I come from those places where if my mother wasn't home, I can go to Miss such and such house down the street. But if I got in trouble by Miss such and such, she'd get me, and then my mama would get me later on. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
um, and I still think that. I still think that. What up, big? What up,
What up,
big?
big?
That's what I'm talking about. What's up,
He
big?
awake? He awake after
Listen,
all that partying yesterday?
man,
Right.
man. Listen, when you high off life, you can't sleep.
Right.
Hey, you right
You know.
about that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, that's a little bit about me.
So, do you come from a musical background? Did anybody in your family do music, or you first?
So my uncle and my pops actually were rappers. My uncle and my
Okay.
pops are actually rappers, and it's funny because um my wife, her grandfather is one of the original Ohio players.
Wow.
Bro, how
Now,
many
Okay.
people? How big was the Ohio Players group?
man,
Because
it was about 8 or 9 of them.
I
Right.
was
They
about
was
to say
deep.
that.
They was deep.
Yeah, it
They
was
was
about
like
eight
the
or nine.
original Wu Tang. Like
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. 'Cause it's a lot of people who done came, like, that we've interviewed, and they
Mm.
people was part of the Ohio Players. Now I'm like, now
Yeah,
somebody lying.
right.
yeah, like
Somebody lying.
man. Listen, it's a lot of them now. I can't say who telling the truth,
Right.
Right.
You said,
but
I got this picture. This is my girl
listen.
right here.
Listen, wifey's from a long line of Middlebrooks, Ralph Pee Wee Middlebrook, saxophonist
Hmm.
for the Ohio player. So it's crazy how I ended up marrying somebody who family is rich in music, and then like I said, my father and my uncle both rap, were really dope MCs. Just street life, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the streets can take your dreams away as fast as you can get them. You know.
Yeah.
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 Now,
Wow.
was they
So
like battle rappers or was they just regular
Nah,
MC?
my pops and my uncle were regular MCs. They actually had a chance to like take it a little further, and like I said, the streets got to them. Like there was some stuff on the table. You know what I'm saying? They just had to stay out of trouble. And
Mm.
then my uncle ended up getting locked up. He home though. He did a 20-year joint. So you know what I'm saying? Like
Shout out to that. Back home.
welcome home, Uncle Smil. Glad now he's actually becoming a licensed electrician.
Oh,
You know what
that's
I'm
what's
saying?
up.
okay.
So I'm
Ain't that
proud
life
of him.
around?
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like we always say, it's not where you start, but where you finish.
Facts.
Right.
And they,
Right.
I was blessed enough to be able to carry the torch for them.
Yeah. That's super,
That's
super
what's
dope.
up. So let's talk about the industry. Like, do you think when it comes to the industry, do you think it's easier now to get in there, or do versus a few years back?
Yes and no. I think it depends on what you're aiming for.
Hmm.
So back then you had it. That's not saying people don't have talent now,
Hmm.
because to put words together and to be able to make music is tough. You know what I'm saying? I know it seems easy, but to consistently do it is not easy, and consistently be good at it is not easy. Um, Back then though, what you said and how you said it, the way you said it, the way your message was conveyed was there was a heavy emphasis on that. So if you weren't talking about anything or didn't, you know what I'm saying, they kind of you kind of got overlooked. Um
Now you can't
now
gotta talk about nothing.
now you it's the opposite. Yeah, now you could the ones who get on easier are the ones who make something real catchy. But the only thing is, you make it to the top overnight and then you fall fast. That's why we don't see them. It's guys that have had
Right.
number one songs on the Billboard charts that we will never see ever again.
Right.
Um, so like I think now we have more one hit wonders, but the internet gave us the opportunity to push everything out and be able to be noticed. But when it's hard to stand out when it's a million people trying to be noticed.
I
You
feel
Right.
know,
like them one
Yeah.
hit wonders get their little money that first check and be like, that's all I need.
that's all I need. Yeah, and that could be it. Like it's kind of like you only working this job because as soon as that bonus come, I'm out. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So, and I think that's so I think it's because I love what the internet does. I love how accessible you can be to people now with the internet. It's easier to be seen, but like I said, it's hard to be seen when there's a million people trying to be seen. I think back then, a lot of people who had the talent cared about having the talent. Now people are just doing it just to do it. So,
Yeah.
I still
it's,
But
feel
they
like
think
some of
it's
them one hitters though could have really made it big though, because them one hitters was really a hit.
yeah, I think,
yeah, that
yeah,
that lasts forever.
yeah,
For
and I think,
real.
I think when you speak on one hit wonders and things like that, I think you gotta there had to be something that didn't that happened. Either like you said, some of them got the money and was like, "I'm good," or some of them was like, some of them made the wrong song and that song was the song to take off, and now they don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah,
Um,
that's crazy too.
or
It's a
some
lot
of
of
them,
people like that.
or some of them catch lightning in a bottle, and instead of continuing to grow as an artist, they try to catch that same lightning in a bottle, and it never happens. You know, so many levels to why you were a one hit wonder and what made you stay a one hit wonder. Um, I ain't mad at anybody that was like, man, let me get my money and get out the way. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But like, don't let that one hit stifle your creativity because there now especially nowadays there's so many avenues.
But
Right.
it's like if you don't own nothing like the publishing or nothing like that for the song, it ain't you take that one little piece of money, you ain't gonna never get paid for nothing else.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what's disheartening now still for how many artists in the 90s that had long careers but were getting beat in deals. And now we got these kids and just artists, period, with these one hit wonders and still not understanding that it is still a business. So you're still taking that money up front with no back end, with nothing, no rights to anything, no publishing, no, like, the label, you could sell that song to the label, they pay you. The label could go take that song, put it in a movie. Now the song is worth, you got paid $200,000. That song is worth $50 million now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like we have it. There has to be some education. I don't got the answer of like who teaches this or what, but I guess just us coming from like such a poverty stricken area and poverty stricken places, we just want to take care of our families. And so
Yeah.
when you finally get a little bit to take care of your family, instead of keep pulling the rope, you take that little string and you run off with it. But if you keep pulling the rope, you'll get that flag on your other side, and now you rich forever. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. That's what dude was saying. What's it, Sir Mix-a-Lot who did Baby Got Back? He
yeah,
said he's had the same lifestyle since 1989 or 1990 from that one song. He only
yeah,
had Baby Got Back,
yeah,
but he knew to get the rights and all that stuff to the song to continuously get paid from it.
man. Just think. So the guy that played oh, what's his name? He played in Smart Guy. He played the older brother. and Smart
Oh
Guy.
yeah, the one who
Yeah,
did the Lion King.
yeah. They offered him money up front. Disney offered him money up front to sing all the songs on the Lion King, right? For
Yeah.
baby Simba. His mother said no. Just give us the 20,000 and we'll take the royalties. Man, he's richer than most of these R&B artists.
Yep. Yep. And he
He
be
he
telling
could have
his
ne-
story too.
he, yeah, he could have never done a movie ever again. But because of the royalties from Disney, he's rich
Wow.
forever. He even made
Forever.
money off of when they redid it and did the live like action version thing. He
Right.
Yeah.
even made money off of that because they had to use some of his background vocals for it.
That's dope. And
That's
he was
So,
crazy.
a kid
so
when he
he,
did that. A kid.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Rich forever, rich forever.
I think, and that's why it's always good to have a smart black woman to have your back. Because I feel like the women let you know they
I'm
not my
telling
baby.
you.
We ain't doing this for
Definitely gonna
free.
let you know.
Yeah.
Listen, and to piggyback off that, you want to know who else is rich because of a smart black woman? And people hate this woman too in the industry. Brandy and Ray J's mama.
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
I
Brandy,
just watched Ray J's interview.
yep,
And
Brandy
people
and Ray J, yep, Brandy and Ray J's mama made sure they cut the best deals to where
mm-hmm.
Brandy is still receiving publishing from stuff like Broken Hearted, Sitting Up in My Room. Most artists from your first album, you don't receive anything from that. You
Right.
get your
Mhm.
advance and you pay that back to the label. And then by the third album, that's when you really start to like, no. Sonya, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's her name. She made sure that her kids was good. Like
Yep.
Hmm.
Y'all
him,
gotta watch that interview
yep.
with Ray J.
Even to go back to the whole Moesha thing, they wanted to stop filming. She like, no, we gotta have this many episodes to get syndicated so we can get royalties from the Moesha show. She made sure they pushed it another season or two so they could get syndicated and so they could get royalties from the show.
That's
hold on, because
dope.
you
I
just
know
brought
that's
up
right.
Ray J. Did y'all see he got them tattoos on his face and stuff?
Man, listen, he going through some things. He's going.
I didn't see his tattoos on the interview. He did
He
with Shay Sharp. Or
wild.
maybe I wasn't paying attention
Definitely
hard enough.
wildin'.
He
Listen,
Or he
Ray
had
J.
on makeup.
Listen,
But I didn't see him on Shay
Scooty
Sharp.
bikes and everything. You
They
know,
was trying to say it was fake ink and all that, but he was rubbing it like I don't know.
Wow.
Oh,
I,
Ray J.
That's
listen,
He got the
crazy.
I
kids.
tell you one thing though. Ray J know how to keep himself in the forefront. When you start to forget
Do.
about Ray J, so he do
He
something.
popped right back
He
up.
He
popped
pop
right
right
back
back
up.
up.
Bro,
Ray J
definitely
like a
do.
Ray J
because who
like a
told
zick
him to
that just
be
won't
in
go away.
reality TV with
Like
that
an
hat
itchy thing
moving
crack.
on different scenes?
He knew what
Yeah.
he was doing. He knew what he
He
was
did.
doing.
He
Because
played
on the
too
thing, he said he
much.
just wanted to be Brandy's brother. He was like, I just wanted to be Brandy's brother, but somehow I got into the limelight. So
Right.
I got to stay in the limelight.
Then they had him
And he was
outside in
going
the
through
rain
for
singing
real.
about one
Brandy
wish.
called him ghetto
One
or something.
wish.
She was like, that's ghetto. Like boy, she went off on him.
Yeah,
Oh
because
yeah,
they opposite. They
yeah
really
they
are opposite. Ray J about that. Don't think because he just sang. 'Cause didn't he beat up Fabulous?
man. I don't see that is. I don't know. I heard about
I
it,
don't know.
but
That's hearsay. That's hearsay. I don't
I
know.
That's
but see, I've heard
hearsay.
it both ways. I've heard it both ways. I heard Fab got with Ray too, so I don't know.
Because that's where that first one that said got bodied by a singing nigga. Because remember he
Yeah,
had said that back in the day. You
yeah,
feel me? So we don't know. That's neither here or there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Right.
We're gonna get to some more questions
We
about you. Go
we
ahead,
gonna let the world
Cordell.
speculate.
Yes, yes. Let's get back to Mr. Ray Sean.
Yeah.
Because we can talk about these crazy folk all day long. But
Heck
tell
yeah.
us,
Definitely
tell
did.
us, when did you discover? When was it that you discovered that you were a lyricist? Like you had the talent to do what you're doing.
Meadowdale High School. I was at
Mm,
Meadowdale, and
somebody
I
had
didn't.
pencil.
Yep, you know it. Look,
I
yep.
knew it.
So I had been rapping for a while, but I really didn't know. I just was rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my pops and my uncle did it, so I was just doing it just because I love doing it. And I stepped up to the table. The pencils was going. You know, they burning holes through the wood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I started getting oohs and ahs, when you rap and you can make a girl do the ugly face, like the
He
Say
said,
that. Ooh, ooh.
as soon as you said it,
that's when I was like, oh, I must be. So
I'm
then
nice. The
I
girl thing. Like,
listen. When the girls think you nice, you nice.
right.
And so Man, I was like, oh yeah, now I got to start paying attention to everything I say.
Hmm.
Um, I had to start paying attention to everything I say, and not only that, I didn't really know how to write rhymes then. I was just freestyling. And so like I would learn like I went and learned how to write rhymes and once that happened it was on. I was
Is
playing
Yeah.
that what
football.
inspired you?
I think wanting to be like wanting to be like my dad and them kind of inspired me. But like it's crazy because my style is so East Coast. Like a lot of people think I'm from East Coast, like from the East Coast when they hear me. But no, it was nothing but West Coast music playing, like Warren G, Spice One, Snoop, Dre, Pop.
Right.
So like I didn't really like get into East Coast music until high school. And so like the first album I ever bought was Jay Z's Blueprint One.
Mm.
And once I bought that, oh, my life changed. It was
Okay.
everything was different. Like I seen the world different, and then I started going back and revisiting old East Coast albums, and was like, "Yo, yep, that's me. That's
That's
me."
your style. I was just gonna ask you, like, what was your
Right.
style of music? What would you consider yourself? Would you be conscious, or what do you consider yourself?
Um, I say um, I say street conscious because like I do talk about a lot of things in the streets, but I try to give you a human side of it. Like I've never made $1 million, you know what I'm saying, doing what I was doing, you know what I'm saying, so I didn't buy really nice watches. I didn't, now I did buy some nice things before, but nothing like how these other rappers talk. So I can't give you that. I can't tell you about no Chargers sitting on nothing, you know what I'm saying? But I could tell you how I felt the first time I bought a real watch, you know what I'm saying? Or like I could tell you how I felt like when I told my mama I wasn't going back to college, you know what I'm saying? Like how that broke her heart, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
can tell you about hanging in the Westdale apartments, thinking that that was my only way out. Like
Right.
thinking me and this flip phone razor was gonna make me a millionaire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could
Not
tell
the
you those things.
razor.
Yeah,
The
I could
old
those.
school. What he said, the flip. He had the
Listen,
The
flip
don't
flip
let nobody,
razor
don't
though.
let you, don't let nobody. You be mad at somebody. You
right.
hang that up,
You ain't talking about no money, nigga.
nigga. Get off my
He
line.
has
Hey,
never
yo.
been able to clap a phone. That's so messed up. These kids
Yeah,
nowadays have never clapped a phone.
I
That
challenge
was
you to
a
do something
crazy
else.
era.
Take a kid a phone, like an actual house phone, and see if they know what to do with it.
They
Yeah.
gonna be like,
See if
Especially
they
one of the ones where you
the
gotta
Yeah,
push the
rotary joint.
turn. They
See,
gonna be
the
like, oh
rotary.
what?
That was the rotary
yep.
phone.
See if they know what to do. You can go find one at the thrift store. Just go buy one
Yeah.
and set it in front of them and record and ask them what to do with it.
No idea.
You'll probably go viral, man. They ain't gonna look at you like you a
Lost.
psychopath. Yeah,
Lost.
I got
Lost.
another one. Tell a kid to do a phone up to their ear. You know, back in the day, we did like this. Now
yeah.
they do
Yeah.
like this.
They be
They gonna
like
be
this.
like,
That's
damn.
Yeah. Now it's
Yeah,
like
they're gonna be like this. We used to be like, call me. Now you gotta be like, call me.
you do that with the we didn't do that till we got Bluetooth. When they gave us Bluetooth.
Bluetooth. Nigga, I think I had the biggest Bluetooth. My Bluetooth was probably this big on my.
Hey, no, for
All right, okay, all right, I got you. We gotta do it. Okay, yeah.
right.
Ain't nobody on the Bluetooth, and you just all right,
Nobody
okay,
on the
all right.
Bluetooth.
I'm gonna talk.
Yep.
So,
Then you feel
so
good when you hit it with the beat real quick.
Right.
not the beef. Oh my god, don't be mad at anybody some beef.
The real
But
beat.
no, so out of all the artists, who would you collaborate with?
Um, it's a lot of dope artists. It's a lot of dope art. My dream collaboration, which I'm not gonna say it's not gonna happen, but I know he kind of sits, he's chilling. Is Jay Z. My dream collaboration is Jay Z. Uh,
Okay, jigga
You
jigga.
gonna get it.
that's
so,
You speak
so
that
Jay-Z.
into existence. You gonna
yeah,
get it.
go. Let's manifest that right here on the Hood Talk podcast. Let's
Say
Yep.
manifest.
manifest
You
that.
gonna get
Yeah.
that
Let's
Yes.
for
manifest
sure.
that. Jay, Nas,
Oh,
Scarface,
dope.
Oh yeah, say
Scar,
no.
Oh.
Ooh.
People be forgetting about Scarface for real.
I
Scarface.
bang Scarface sometimes.
Me too.
It used to be
I'm
3,000, but
25.
he's playing the flute.
Maybe
It used to be 3,000, but he's playing the flute.
He playing the
maybe he
Uh,
could be
flute.
your drum
he,
major. Right. They be like, that nigga got a flute in this song? A flute solo.
But as far as new people, ESTG, um, I'm trying to think. Oh, it's a guy. I think his name is Big X the Plug.
I ain't heard of him.
He man, listen, the samples that he raps to be phenomenal. Like I had never heard nobody sample Whip It Baby. Just let it whip. He sampled
Oh,
that.
I have heard that. That's a
The heavy,
banger.
the heavy set dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
And listen, just off his beat selection alone. Um, something to do. It would be really cool to do something with Rick Ross, just because he always got something really smooth and cool. Only thing is Ross be beefing with everybody, so like I know if I do that song, I'm guilty by association. But
Yeah.
I ain't running from anybody, so that's cool too. But
I was gonna say, do you see yourself ever having rap beef? Like
man,
happening, or
listen,
have you already had rap beef? Have you had to
not on a record. I've battled before. But that to me, like I don't know, man. Like if we cool and there's an issue, you should be able to call me. You know what I'm saying? If we cool and there's an issue, you should be able to call me. Now, if you're just somebody that wants to do it, we can. I'm not ducking. I'm not running from anything. Like don't let the smile fool you. I'm him. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, but honestly though, my personality and like anybody that knows me can say like anybody that ever had beef with me, whether it was like if you had music beef or like legitimate beef, that was your issue. It was never my issue. You know what I'm saying?
right,
But I said it to say I'm not running from anything either though. But just know if you come over here, it's gonna be a long day for you.
right.
It's gonna be a long
Okay.
day.
I know that's right. Cause I've been seeing your videos and stuff too now that you've been doing. You've been doing like would you consider those mic drops, or would you just what do you consider your videos that you're doing right now? And
Man,
they super, super dope.
I just so they tell me now. See, this is what's different about music. Like it used to be, if your music was dope, you try to get it out to the people. They'll find you. You know what I'm saying? Dope people. Now everything's about content, and so like I say, like I really try. I cherish my family, and I cherish the relationships I have. So I really try not to show too many things that goes on with my family because I feel like that's nobody else's business but ours. So when I was thinking about okay, doing content, what type of content would I do? Well, let's surround it around the music. So I put the mic on my front porch and was like, all right, this look all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying all this money for this iPhone. It's pretty much a camera.
Right.
Let's. So I would consider it a mic drop because we got a lot of like, cause I'm not doing them for nobody else but myself. I don't, like, but we got a lot of dope people in the city that do them. You know what I'm saying? So I I believe like if because there are some like I would still go do theirs as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I just do it just because I like to rap. That's all.
He said he liked to rap, but and you are super, super good at it, man.
Thank
For
you. I
real.
Okay.
Shout
appreciate
out to you.
Where's all the places that you performed at?
it. Oh man. Just this past year I was able to perform in Indy, Kentucky,
Okay.
Houston,
Yes,
um,
Houston.
Yes, Houston.
Oh
Okay, you
yeah, you
moving
moving
around.
around. You said
Okay,
just
you
this
moving
past year.
around. All
Right.
right.
yeah.
Right.
I actually have a show up here in Columbus opening up for an artist
July what?
uh July 6th. So
July 6th. Make sure y'all
I
tune
won't
in.
so unless your fourth festivities are actually on the fourth, I won't be able to be indulging into I'll be kicking it with everybody on the seventh. Cause when I once that midnight hit going into the sixth, I'm in go mode, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
um but I was man, and of course home dating a few times. I got to do uh my boy Turbo and them did a show in Dayton. I got to do their show. I did a festival in Cincinnati as well. Last year was a good year, man. I'm blessed. I'm
You was
blessed.
Yeah,
busy. You was
Yeah,
busy.
I'm
yeah,
blessed.
Booked and busy. Yes.
right. Now I was gonna say because we asked about industry artists that you would like to collab with. Is there anybody out the city that you would like to collab with one time?
Man, C Money Baby. C Money
Oh, he
Baby is
dope.
one.
He dope for real.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. Uh, Shout out to Coogee. That's my brother.
Say
We got
Coogee.
we got
Yeah,
records from the past, but we need to. It's time to bring something to the present.
Hmm.
Um, let's see. Shout out to Flam. Me and Flam got records already. So, uh, man, it's so many artists in the city. I would love to do a record with Candy Bars. I would love to do a record with
okay,
Candy
shout out
Bars.
to that. And she doing
Um,
her thing right now too.
yeah,
So
Candy Bars. I would love to do a record with her. Uh, Man, I would love the female MCs in the city. You know what I'm saying? I would love to do, go back and forth with female MCs and date. And it's a few of them. Lacey, Glam Batty. Oh man, I'm trying to think. It's so many. It's so many dope ones. Them three, including Candy Bars, was three I could think of right offhand. But um, we have a lot of dope artists in our city.
yeah, we
So
definitely do.
man, if I see Mario on here, Mario Brick Boy,
Yeah,
I
he
would love to
taking
do.
off.
Yeah, I would love to do something. I would love to do something with Mario. Uh, Man, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's so many of them. It's kind of like the Rolodex going through my head right now, trying to think of who I
Yeah,
haven't worked with. So
yeah, I can dig that, man. So we always like to end the show with some motivation. So if you could give somebody some motivation in life or on how to get in the industry, go ahead and take it away, brother.
well, first of all, don't eat yellow snow. Whatever they tell you is not. Don't eat yellow. Don't eat
Yes,
yellow.
P.
That's my piece of advice. No, but seriously, man.
Don't do it.
For anybody that follows me, knows that I've been on a weight loss journey for about a year and some change now. I am down 150 pounds.
Yes. Okay.
Let's give it up for that, man.
Yeah,
Yes.
I try to post videos of me working out. Um, and everybody always asks like, man, how'd you start? How'd you start? I just started. I can't really give you. There's no recipe to it. It's just starting, and then finding routines that work for you.
Mhm.
Um, like I believe that the quote is comparison is the thief of joy, if I'm not mistaken. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Your weight loss journey won't be like their weight loss journey because your life isn't like their life. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Um, so find what works for you. Find routines, healthy habits, food, the things that work for you, and you figure it out. Move things around. But the hardest part I always tell people is starting. Don't and remember it takes 21 days to break a bad habit. 21 days, so 3 weeks to break a bad habit. So if you work out for 2 days and then be like, dang, nothing's really going on. It's only been 2 days.
Hmm.
Right.
Give yourself grace. It's been
Yeah.
2 days. Give yourself grace. You're not perfect, so it's not going to go perfect. There are days where I want to throw the scale. I literally told my wife, hide the scale. Hide the scale. Because I,
Yeah,
I
because
want
you could
to.
be losing inches. That's something that people don't, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying,
Yeah.
Right.
take into consideration. It's not
And that-
always weight.
yeah, and that's another thing too. Buy you a tape measure. Because on them days
Mhm.
where you've been working on them weeks when you've been working as hard as you possibly can,
Hmm.
measure your waist at the beginning and then measure your waist 3 weeks later and see where you at.
Yep. Those
Or
inches matter. Those inches really do matter.
we
Yeah,
call
they
what we
do.
call that's what we call non-scale victories.
Right.
When your shirt is too big now. When
Yeah.
your drawers saggy in the back, go buy some new drawers.
Supposed to be no booty.
Go, listen, your booty done got a little tight, so your drawers ain't built out the way they supposed to be.
Oh,
Silly.
I'm
Go
weak.
get you some new drawers. It's
Get some
okay.
new drawers,
I'm
man.
gonna try wearing the big drawers. They go like, I'm still wearing these big drawers.
Walk around in them bloomers.
Right.
Bloomers.
Right. Oh
But
my
yeah,
God.
Oh,
that's my
man.
motivation. You
I
get
appreciate
something.
that. Can you also drop your sites where people can find you at your Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube and things of that nature?
So, youngreesedude.com. I actually have a website.
Dope.
And on all streaming platforms. So yeah, yeah, Apple, your Spotify, your YouTube, Pandora, all those other good things. Young Reese Dude. Um, all my social media is at 937 Reese Dude. Like I said, I carry Dayton with a badge of honor. You know what I'm saying? That's hometown. It's always gonna be hometown. Um, and that's it, man. Like I always tell people, I'm everywhere, you never there. Come find me.
Say
Period.
that, okay? Say everywhere you
I
never.
like that.
No, that's
I
right.
like
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta use that one.
Facts, you
Definitely,
feel me?
You can have it.
definitely.
Have it.
Well, man, we wish you the best on all your endeavors, man. Blessings to you on everything. Take off with this music. If you need us to sing or dance in the background, just let us know.
We got
Look,
I
it. We got it.
you feel me?
Listen,
Just let us know.
now listen. As long as I get to be David Ruffin, I'm fine with that.
We can be the Otises. Like,
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Otis.
got.
Once
Well,
again,
we
No,
gonna
for
get
real.
out of here, man. We appreciate
I
you so
appreciate
much,
y'all for
brother.
having me. I appreciate y'all for having me.
No problem, man. We out.
All right.
Hey.